can't do this.
Oh, okay. I mean, we don't have to.
I always had a vision of what my wedding day was gonna be like. I mean, what little girl doesn't, but this isn't it. I always imagined that I'd be in front of 1,000 guests in a beautiful purple dress, a real Paris original. There'd be purple flowers everywhere, and I'd walk down the aisle on the back of a gorgeous white stallion. That's a horse.
I know what a stallion is.
And the groom, oh my god, the groom. He looks so handsome in his tux, and the accent, the accent. There's something about a man with a Scottish accent. And my mom would be there, and she'd be crying, and my dad would cry too, and I know he'd blame it on the pollen from all the flowers, but I just know I'd be crying because he's so happy for me. Dreams are dumb.
Okay, so let's wait. We don't have to do it today.
Eddie, I'm pregnant.
Okay, so I did something, and please don't be mad.
What?
I lied to you.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, the other day when you asked me who I was on the phone with, I lied to you.
Eddie, why are you telling me this? What difference does it make? We're gonna get married.
Well, I just want you to know that sometimes I lie. I mean, to you and to other people, but I just do it because I love you, and it just makes things
Eddie,
better
you're
if I
not
just
making
lie.
any sense.
Look, the other day when I said I was on the phone with Hunter, I was actually on the phone with your sister.
Hunter?
I didn't know who else to talk to about making your dream wedding come true.
Oh, he's a bit rotund for a stallion, but he'll do.
I mean, I can't do anything about the Paris dress, and I don't have an accent, but I have Hunter here to help with the horse part.
This is the sweetest thing that anyone's ever done for me. I'm being stupid about everything. I love you.
Wait, I forgot one more thing.
Oh my gosh, purple flower.
Okay, all right, Stallion. Milady.
Oh my god. Great. Let's not keep everyone waiting.
Well, wait, just one moment. I just want to make sure we're not doing this just because you're pregnant, right? Because that really wouldn't be a good reason anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
But maybe the baby's just accelerating things, because I know something like this would have happened eventually. Because you're the sweetest guy in the world. You're not the richest or the most handsome, but you're the sweetest.
Sorry to interrupt, and I mean in no way to imply that you're fat, Gina, but could we move this along?
You heard the scent already. Let's get going.
Hello, viewer! Thank you for tuning in to Manacles and Mundanity with Master Marvin, the show for masters and their slaves looking for an opportunity to broaden their lives by connecting to an ancient way of life. If you're watching these episodes in order, then you should have just completed the tutorial on sounding. How did it go? Master, did your slave enjoy the experience of a metal rod sliding up and down their urethra? Slave, did you remember to do as instructed and endure the pain, making your master proud in the process? Good for you.
Mental note, sounding is not something we're going to be experimenting with.
I'm happy to try it, you know.
Maybe I'm not. Get back to eating.
But enough on sounding. On to today's topic. Tragedy. What do you do when tragedy strikes? Maintaining this relationship is not easy under the best of situations. Inevitably, the slave will find his will and will try to assert said will. Go on, ask him.
That'll never happen.
I bet your slave just told you that would never happen. Well, he's wrong. It will. But
Get on with it now. Come on.
So let me start by addressing the big question. What happens when someone in your slave's life dies? What do you do then? Let's start by asking you one question. What is this relationship all about?
Sex.
Is the wrong answer. A relationship between a master and his slave is based on trust. Trust and a sense of devotion. I know what you're going to say, but I don't know how this all fits in. I mean, how am I, his master, when at this time all I should be doing is holding him? Listen to me. Something terrible has happened. Maybe someone in their family is sick. Maybe someone died. Your slave needs your discipline. He needs your love, but most important, he needs to know he has something he can depend on now that the rug's been pulled out from under him. You can be master and friend to this man you own. You have to be. He needs you to be. So be it.
Cut.
Hey, why don't you put on that shirt I bought you and a pair of pants and we'll go out for ice cream?
So you don't find it odd that our husbands are in the other room doing whatever it is they're doing while we're in here?
What's the use? Won't change how much of a degenerate he is.
You're so strong. To be surrounded by all this insanity and still go on.
You're so amazing. To be here by my side throughout all of this.
You know I'm talking to Carla, right?
Be with you in a minute, Mrs. Wolf.
Gina, please call me Gina.
Hey, it's me. Look, we need to talk, please. I know I messed up. I know I messed up real bad. We just can't throw away everything we have together. I know that you love me. You're just angry. Just please don't divorce me. I don't know what I'll do. Okay, bye.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Mrs. Wolf.
Gina, please call me Gina.
Of course. Mrs. Wolf is soon to become a thing of the past anyway.
That's why I'm here.
Hope you don't mind my eating. I haven't had anything all day. So tell me about this husband of yours. Why is it you're looking to become a lone wolf?
There's many reasons, really, but the most immediate is that he has sex with geriatric women.
That's a new one. Oh.
You know, Carla, my brother likes to brag that he's never been inside a woman's vagina. And you know, we're both cesareans, so he never actually went through our mother's birth canal. So before you, he was a complete homosexual. So what is it about you, Carla, that has corrupted him so?
There is nothing physical between me and Carla, Veronica. Ours is a spiritual love. It transcends traditional definitions of sexuality.
Well, how revolutionary. So tell me, why her?
She was dying, all right? I could save her, and this way I can.
Or an oncologist, Anthony. Everyone you work with dies. Why her?
Well, does it matter, okay? She and I found each other when we needed each other the most.
So tell me, Carla, what do you think of my brother's penis? I mean, last time I saw it, it was nothing to write home about. But then again, that lake was cold.
We were skinny dipping, Carla, okay? No, not Veronica and not my sister. No, our husbands and Gina too. And Eddie was there. But it was a night of stupid drunken debauchery, okay? And Veronica had promised not to look.
Oh, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. My brother, the prude.
Gina?
I am not a prude.
That is why your husband and my husband, well, no, all of the husbands, I'm confused. But what it is that my husband became your husband's sex slave, and not you.
He never tried.
Of course not. You'd never do anything so wild. You see, Carla, somewhere along the line, my brother got it into his head that he was the smartest in the family. So he started living this extremely rigid life, which is such a shame. He never gave in to his passionate side, and he's so much better than this cage that he's created for himself.
The world must look so different through your eyes, but we don't all get to follow our passions, okay? Some of us have to be responsible, and that leaves precious little time for fantasies.
That's why Hunter never told you about his passion for sexual fetishes.
I just always assumed if he hadn't, he'd talk to me about them, okay? I certainly never expected this.
Well, you told me years ago.
You're lying.
You seriously had no idea about Hunter's love for gaining and encouraging?
What?
I always assumed that's why you were with him and you put up with his baser traits, because of his love for rotund men and making them more so. So that finally someone would look at you with lust, and then you would stop being so jealous of me.
Colorful as always.
Honestly, Anthony, I'm just looking for a little bit of distraction. Your husband is polishing my husband's knob. You're a bigger baby than Jason these days.
We're out of spirits. I'll get us both refreshments.
Thanks for the ice cream.
If anyone needed to pick me up, it was you two.
Oh, Jesus, Aaron. What was I thinking? Here I am, all mopey and depressed, and you're going through something really terrible.
Let's not talk about it, please. I can't.
We're not talking about it.
When I thought I lost my baby before that prick of a husband... Sorry, Hunter.
Eddie can be a prick sometimes.
I was devastated. The only thing that helped was talking to Veronica. She got me out of bed.
Don't mention her.
We're not talking about her either.
Probably for the best.
So what were you even doing here?
Just went to the lawyer's office.
What were you doing at a lawyer's office?
Just please don't divorce me. I don't know what I'll do.
I think I've painted enough of a picture for you. Will you help me?
I guess so. I mean, who am I to try to keep a couple together?
There's no keeping us together. There's no us, really. There hasn't been for a long time.
Maybe that's why he did what he did, you know.
Excuse me?
Let me ask this. When was the last time the two of you did it?
That's not important.
Yeah, I bet that's what you said to him when he tried to poke you.
Are you suggesting that...
All I'm saying is men don't usually stray unless there's a reason. I just don't believe that your husband is attracted to granny titties. I mean, to each his own, but maybe if he was getting some of the good stuff from your cherry pie, I bet he wouldn't have sliced a hunk of prune as a replacement for himself.
My husband tricks me into marrying him.
So you say.
He faked my miscarriage.
You said that too.
My parents disowned me. I lost my trust fund.
That's very unfortunate, but all I'm hearing is I. What did you ever do for him? I mean, surely you didn't hate him at the beginning.
Are you suggesting that the problems in my marriage are my fault?
I just want to make sure that you, and by extent I, know what we're getting ourselves into before a lot of expensive legal processes are set in motion.
My husband is a pathetic loser. He's held me back my entire life. Any potential I had, he snuffed out. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take back my life, and you're gonna help me.
Mrs. Wolf, I'm sorry, I don't believe you. Mrs. Wolf!
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Wolf, I'm a married man. Happily.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Did you think he was gonna leave his wife for you?
Eat your ice cream.
I don't know why I tried to kiss him. I mean, I just want to be in control, you know?
Well, I know a thing or two about being in control.
You have a seriously weird relationship.
Says the woman who just made out with her divorce lawyer.
He wasn't even that good looking either. He was just another loser. Like Eddie, like...
Like you?
We all want to go back and do things differently. But we can't. The past doesn't change.
But the future is wide open.
Easier said than done.
Well, I don't want you to divorce my brother. I think you're the best thing that's happened to him. But you have to do what's right for you, what makes you happy.
If Jason's taught me anything, it's how short life can be. You gotta try to be happy with the time that you've got. I know that's what I'm doing. So I'm proud to be Hunter's slave.
There's my boy.
Thanks, guys. I think I know what I have to do. I'm gonna take control of my life. This time, it's one where I'm in control.
That's my Gina.
Here, here.
Hey! Anthony, is that any way to treat your wife?
Knock it off!
I know, let's ask her. Carla! What do you think about the way that Anthony is acting right now? Ooh, she's strangely quiet on the subject.
What are you doing? Why are you letting her do this?
You really believe that this thing is real? Here, take her. She's dead, Anthony. She's dead and gone, and she's up there with Jason or down there or wherever people go when they're dead, but she is gone, and putting her in this dummy is not going to change that.
Well, if she is, whose fault is that?
Oh, enough! I don't care I don't want to have this conversation about this, Anthony.
It doesn't change what you did, or rather didn't do.
It was an impossible request, and I think it's ridiculous that you keep going on and on and on about it. Did you ever, for 1 second, think about what you were asking me? Did you ever think about how selfish that request was? But you didn't, because you weren't thinking straight. You were obsessed with this doll, and it is no wonder that Hunter did what he did and you didn't see it right under your nose.
Veronica!
No. You know what? It is no wonder that you did not know anything about Hunter and his sexual secrets.
Veronica!
No, I have to be honest with you, Anthony. You are rivaling Gina in the frigid spouse department. It is no wonder that your husband went somewhere else for a little bit of warmth.
What of you? Do you think it was an accident that Hunter and Aaron ended up together? I have known about them for over a year now. Maybe I didn't know about all the particulars, but I knew about them. Do you think someone like Hunter could hide something from me? I have had to go through each and every day pretending everything was normal and nothing was. But I knew why Hunter had to do it. I knew he needed something that I couldn't give him. I want to. I just don't know how.
Stop talking, Anthony!
Carla became the only person I had to confide to in things. You left me for Jason. You didn't need me anymore, and you left me all alone.
Anthony, you don't live in the real world. People have to go on with their lives, and they can't wait for you to play catch
Or are Carla, Grace, and Jason enough for you?
Eddie.
Hey, Ethel.
Hey, glad I caught you. Heading home?
I'm trying to. What's up?
Did you hear the warden's on the warpath?
She is. What about?
I don't know. She's been pretty weird about one of the patients, though.
What do you mean?
She's been meeting with 401's daughter all day.
Oh. Well, that's strange. Well, there's no reason for you to bother about that. Or me. I'll catch you later.
But Eddie, you know I don't spy on anyone, especially not the boss, but I hear things and I can't help but hear them.
Sure.
Well, I've heard your name today a lot, Eddie.
You have?
Yeah. Why would I be hearing your name a lot today, Eddie? What do you have to do with 401?
I think I'm a terrible person, Carla. I don't feel bad. I feel bad for Veronica and Aaron, but I don't feel anything. What's wrong with me? No, Carla. No, not now, not ever. Come on, you knew what this was when you started it. I'm not attracted to you that way. Don't be like that, Carla. I love you. What about what we said to Veronica? Remember, we have a spiritual connection. We don't need physical intimacy. Those are not just my words, Carla. We said them to each other. Carla, everything is a mess right now, Carla. I don't need you to confuse me too. I need focus.
Go away.
I had no right to say what I said.
I forgive you.
You don't have to.
Oh, but I do. Makes me the bigger person that way.
Yes, it does.
Hunter left his computer on.
What?
Hunter left his computer on. I saw his browser history. That's how I know about his gaining interests.
We don't always know where life will take us, do we?
Maybe not. But it's been pretty shitty these past 2 days.
Weeks, even.
Well, at least there's one thing we can count on. At least we're not Gina.
Mrs. Wolf, what are you doing here?
Can I come in?
Mrs. Wolf, I thought we had agreed that I wasn't going to take your case.
I know, but I think there's some things you didn't consider before.
Very well. Come in. So what is it you think I failed to consider before?
I'm a proud woman, although it's taken me a really long time to remember that. I haven't had much to be proud of the last 15 years.
Mrs. Wolf, that's all well and good, but I don't see how that changes anything.
You're gonna take my case, and then you and I are gonna have sex on your desk.
I am I?
This is the new Gina. Gina who gets what she wants. I want you to be my divorce lawyer, and then I want to know what it's like to feel a penis inside me that doesn't belong to my husband.
And what about my wife?
I don't know your wife. I don't care about your wife. The only thing I care about is getting what I want. The only thing you should care about is getting me the best settlement on my divorce.
I think that can be arranged.
Now, take off your pants.
I decline.